In this tutorial, we'll be building these components using the latest release version 3.4 of Tailwind CSS. Ensure that you clone the provided repository where I have already set up the HTML markups for you. Alternatively, you can create these components on the Tailwind Play website. In your terminal, change the directory to cd002 margin and padding. Open your code editor, locate the margin padding markup code, and simply copy and paste into index page. I have created basic styles for the section tags to make things quicker. Think of this div as holding the message display flex with W64, flex direction column, flex col, border radius rounded MD, background color BG gray 50, color text neutral 950, box shadow MD. This span tags wraps around an icon. Let's make it look better. Background color BG Emerald 400, color text white, margin M4, display grid, width 7, height 7, place items center, border radius rounded full. Let's style this p tag margin M4, margin top empty 0. Before completing the component, let's refactor the code to use the newer Tailwind CSS version 3.4, which is really cool and includes the most requested class. Let's remove the height and width classes altogether and replace with the new size 7, which is exactly the same. For now on, we will use only this class. The UI component is now complete. Let's start with the image tag, which causes disturbance if we don't apply classes to it first. Width and height size 12, border radius rounded full, border width border 2, border color border blue 300. Let's add classes to this div that encloses the avatar card. Background color PG Emerald 400, color text neutral 950, max width max WXS, align items center gap 3, border radius rounded MD, padding P4, display flex. This div wraps both h2 and h3 tags. For the h2 tag, let's apply font weight, font semi-bold. And finally, for this h3 tag, font size text XS. This text XS also includes applying a line height of 1 rem. Color text gray 50. The UI component is complete now. Let's begin with the image tag for this component. Margin right MR4, width and height size 12, border radius rounded full. This div wraps the card. Let's add classes here. Background color BG white, color text neutral 950, display flex, max width max WXS, align items center, border radius rounded LG, padding P5, box shadow LG. For this h2 tag, font weight font semi bold. For this h3 tag, font size text XS, color text indigo 500. Let's apply classes to this vertical ellipsis icon and complete the component. Margin left ML6, margin right MR2, display grid, width and height size 8, cursor pointer, place items center, text base. The UI component is now complete. Our next component is skill card 4. Let's begin with this wrapper div. Background color BG gray 50. Display flex width W72. Flex direction flex pole. Border bottom radius rounded BLG. Box shadow LG. For H2 tag we apply background color BG indigo 500, color text gray 50, position relative, border top radius rounded TXL, padding P4, font weight font semi bold. Let's style the bottom that wraps the font awesome icon. Background color BG emerald 400, color text gray 50, position absolute bottom 0, right 4, margin bottom minus MB 6, width and height size 12, cursor pointer, border radius rounded full. Let's fix these top rounded corners, rounded TXL. We are going to create custom classes for this unordered list because Tailwind CSS does not currently support emoji icons. We will use vanilla CSS for this component. Head over to style.css, create .list rocket class, list style, inside single quotation, place your emoji. Go back to index.html. Let's apply the class list rocket. Margin top and bottom my4, space y2, padding left pl8. For the list items, let's use multi-cursor to apply the classes. Cursor pointer, padding left pl2, transition transform, hover minus translate y 0.5. We have completed the component. Now let's refactor it. Duplicate the first list items and comment it. Remove all the recently applied classes. Let's append the classes on UL tag. Asterisk colon cursor pointer, asterisk colon pl2, asterisk colon transition transform, hover, asterisk colon minus translate y 0.5. Adam Wadan doesn't recommend using this approach for the simple component like this. I've shown you this method to familiarize you with the new classes of Tailwind CSS. He suggests styling the children directly as we did before. However, this approach can be useful when we don't control those elements or need to make a conditional tweak based on the context in which the element is used. The UI component is now complete.